Seats.
Good morning, Pawley's Island peeps.
What's up? What's up? Good morning.
Today is July 27th,
It's Tuesday.
2021. And it's time for your Pawley's Island sunrise and surf report with Dave Clayton and
Joshua Beene.
the Fox Whisperer.
Yep. Yep.
As you can see, it's coming down out there. We're not so concerned about the rain, but we are concerned about the lightning. So we are sitting in the Ranger. We're going to give you a sunrise and surf report from here right now on the south end. So I sent you the conditions through, that's right, Holly. That's the perfect emoji right there.
So, yeah. The low tide is going to be, it's going to be at 4:51 a.m. The high tide will be at 11:01 a.m. The next low tide will be at 5:01 p.m. The next high tide will be at 11:26 p.m.
There you go.
The sunrise is at 6:24. Won't be able to see it. The sunset is at 8:21. The wavelength is around 2 feet per 11 seconds.
It's actually, you see that star there?
Yeah.
That
What
means
does that mean?
it means it's a great day for surfing. So once this weather gets out of here, which is going to happen pretty soon, we only have another hour of this or so, and then it's going to be a great day for surfing, Joshua.
It is.
Yes, great day to play hooky.
To play hooky. and I guess off the shore it's supposed to be 10 miles an hour.
Yeah, but here it's not going to be that windy.
Nah.
But 11 seconds apart waves, that's the distance from one wave to the next. That's pretty good, you know? That gives you time to swim back out there and get another one. So that's pretty good. And also the swells are going to be, I'm going to turn this thing around so you can see the lightning. So the swells are going to be pretty good for surfing, especially at that high tide, which is in the morning. Like, didn't you say it was right before noon?
Yeah, 11.
So that'll be a good time to get out there once this stuff leaves at about 7:30. So that was a pretty good report.
Thank you.
Winds out of the southwest. Did you say that?
No, I didn't. I didn't know
That's
it.
okay.
I didn't know it.
That's
Yeah, I didn't think it mattered.
that's okay. How about the temperature? I sent you that too, didn't I?
Yeah, the water temperature and the air temperature are 81 degrees.
So it's a little warmer than usual this morning here. 81 instead of 73. We've had 73 mornings for about a week. So it's a little warmer. You can hear it thundering out there. So one little warning. We've had so much rain. If you do decide to come over here, there is water on the roads on the way over here. It's pretty bad. We've had a lot of rain in a short amount of time. I'm glad your car did okay following me, Josh.
Yeah, I thought about that. I was like, oh my gosh. Yep, this is how it's gonna end.
So, we just went real slow.
About to take the last turn.
We went real slow. You did good. this is how it's going to end. Speaking of that, it's time for the good news. Josh picked it today. We figured we'd talk about fear a little bit. Everybody, I want to introduce you to exactly who Josh is. If you don't know who Josh Beene is, he's my friend. He's a legend. The Nashville man, the man from Nashville. And great friend, staying with us this summer. And it's just been a lot of fun to get to know him. We seem to spend the most time.
Holly, you already know. You know what's up. So I mess with her.
So introduce yourself, Josh.
So yeah, my name is Josh Beene. I'm from Nashville. And yeah, I'm a college kid doing my summer internship with Southwestern Advantage. I'm in OTA school at Nashville State. I want to maybe work with like prosthetics I've thought of recently, but possibly addictions or autism. And this is my summer job, so I don't have to take out loans for school. It's called Southwestern Advantage. People call me the bookman. I go door to door to talk about educational stuff. A lot of kids' books. And a lot of SAT prep. But that's not, no one wakes up and says I want to sell kids' books door to door for 85 hours a week. There's a really big why in it.
And we talked about that last time, your why.
Yeah, we did.
It's great. So share with people a little bit more about that, and then we'll jump right into the good news today.
So, in life, you're going to get told no a lot. I get told no every day doing this internship. In life, you'll have hard times. You'll have hard times in your marriage. In life, when you're working a lot, keeping your car clean may be kind of tough. It's like an everyday, not a battle, but a reminder for me, because when I have a family and live out on my own, I want my car and house to be clean. Because it just only because, not because I'm OCD, but it's because of the discipline it takes for it to be clean.
So you picked the cleanest house in PAWLEYS.
Well, I thought I was picking the river house.
Oh,
I didn't know I had like 4 different options.
I love you, Lisa. I love you. Oh, gosh.
So yeah, this is my internship, because in order to grow, it can't be easy. You have to like be able to like get punched a little bit and get back up, or get punched a little bit, but box it out and rise up like victorious, and then let yourself get punched again. So yeah, that's my why in this.
Very cool. So part of that is facing your fear, right? Going up to strangers.
Heck yes.
So let's share the good news.
Yeah. Sorry, I haven't stretched yet today.
How's the heated seat feel?
Felt really good until I had the jacket on. I thought we were going to be on the beach.
You want me to take that off? Turn that off for you?
Yeah, yes, you
Hit
can.
those buttons. See the red buttons?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, yeah. The 06 Sentra doesn't have
A little
that.
dashboard diary here with Joshua Beene.
So yeah, the good news is 1 John 4:18. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear, because fear involves torment. But he who fears has not been made in perfect love. So I feel like a lot of verses, I feel like I noticed them mainly in the Old Testament, but that may not be as important. But I feel like we get caught up in the thought of, being in the South. I don't know if you're from the North, but I feel like a lot of people know who Jesus is. If you're not in church on Sunday or on Eastern, it's like, what are you doing? Like, he's always with us, John 3:16. Like, and those all things are like engraved in our brain. And I feel like they're so like, he's always with you. Like, never be afraid is so engraved in our head that when when times get hard, when everything hits the fan, it's kind of like we don't really know how to act because there's not really as much of a heart transformation. So like,
you're describing people that you know from the South.
Well, I'm describing like a lot of like I can describe myself.
Okay.
Because I feel like with perfect love, a lot of people up in the head may not know what perfect love is unless you follow Jesus. Like you have an actual legitimate walk with Jesus. So like when I think of perfect love, I think of the fruits of the Spirit. Like I want to say that's actually is that Galatians? Actually, I wasn't planning on talking about that. But I think of the fruits of the Spirit. I think of love, peace, is it gentleness, kindness?
Self-control.
Self-control. Because these are all qualities of Jesus that when you are like maybe made more like made when you're like really like when you spend time with him and you want to be just like him, those qualities, you invite him into your heart, those qualities come in your heart. And when everything hits the fan, your backbone isn't just of what you've been told your whole life, but more like, hey, what's engraved in your heart? So like, I know that on this job, there are times where I may not get scared as much anymore, but times I get hesitant. Because that's what happens a lot more. Being hesitant because, like, the root of being sometimes hesitant is being fearful. So, like, I knock on doors.
Wow, that's powerful. Say that again.
The root of sometimes we may not always get afraid as much, especially if you know God is with you. But you may get a little bit hesitant. Like, Joe and I, like, rather going. He didn't want to go to Nineveh. So, like, I go door to door. And I kid you not, every day since I've done this internship, there's always a person who's like, hey man, thank you, Miss Holly.
She's right. Galatians
Thank you, Miss Holly. Man, she knew exactly what I was going to say before we got on the air. So every day someone is like, hey, don't go to that house right there. Because I always ask, hey, is it more of an empty nester or a family? Because I want to talk to the families. Hey, don't go there. Why? Hey, they're just kind of weird. I don't know what they're doing over there, man. They're crackheads. They're weird. They're mean. They're this and that. So, of course, I always go there first because I don't want to prejudge my situation or my circumstances. It's okay to maybe judge your circumstance, but it's not okay to like say, hey, I'm not going to like treat that situation with the same amount of love.
So let's go back real quick.
Yeah, let's go back. Yeah.
Holly has posted the fruits of the Spirit there for you.
Thank you, Miss Holly. You should like it.
Yeah, let's
like that. That's pretty clutch. You should love it.
Yeah, let's love
or
it.
Or a carry emoji.
There we go.
All right, Galatians 5:22 to 23. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control.
Notice I went immediately to self-control.
Yeah.
That's one I won't forget.
So, like, going back to how, like, my day-to-day, if I, like, say, oh, yeah, they are weird. They are crazy. They're crackheads. They like, listen to indie music or country really loud. Yeah, I'm not going there. Well, it's basically like I'm choosing who I want to love. And I definitely know love has no favorites. Because I came out here to love every person like Jesus Christ. There was a person I was following, my roommate Haston, in Myrtle Beach. And everyone was like, hey, don't go there, don't go there, don't go there, don't go there. We're like, why? They're weird. They do this, they do that. He has different colored hair. And we went over there, because of course, and he was the chillest guy. And we're like, hey, what's up? Yeah, come back when my wife is here. Because guys, usually dads don't know. Dad's like, you get the mom. So we go over there that night, and it turns out he had, maybe 17 seizures in a month. If you're watching this, sorry, but he had 17 seizures in a month and was about to go on disability. He was like, hey man, like if I have to work, I have to lose my job, I have to be a stay-at-home dad, I want my children to be educated and I want a good sort of reference. And this is perfect. And I don't even remember if he bought or not. But the fact that we came to his door gave him so much hope. Mm-hmm. And that was like the love, like the nugget of love of the day, probably for him. So like, love doesn't like pick a circumstance to love. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you're going to have to love a lot of different types of people. But also, you're going to have to love a lot of different types of people who may give you multiple different circumstances. So you can't just pick and choose. So I feel like if you're not deeply like, if God's not rooted in your heart, if it's just rooted in your head will sway you so many different types of ways. My head swayed me like 50 different ways in like 47 minutes I've been awake. So you can imagine how many ways that your head's gonna sway you in stuff that actually matters. So yeah, other than that.
So I have another question for you, Joshua.
Go ahead.
How do you deal with rejection? If you're doing this love,
oh my gosh, yes.
Tell me about that.
As long as I did my part. Now here's the thing, I have to do my part. So my goal is in my daily life, when I'm on the book field, it's like if I give each door 100%, and I can honestly say that, hey, I gave them my 100% and I showed God's love. Whatever they said, hey, I tell everyone when I sit down with them, I can give a dang if you buy books. I ain't writing these books. That's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm doing it. I'll make no money that day. I'll have the most fun day ever. Every day is my goal. But if I work as hard as I can, I love everyone each day. I give them my 100% at each door. It doesn't, I don't want to say it doesn't matter how they react, but I can lay my head down and say, hey, God, I gave them my best. And I know they saw you, whether they perceived it was you or not.
That's powerful.
But if I don't, then it's kind of like, oh, you hope they were on graveyard, or you hope they're a believer, like, because at that point, who knows what they'll see? Hopefully they don't see me, because if they see me, they may see, I'm naturally not prideful, but I can be naturally a little bit selfish.
Why do you think that is?
Because, I mean, I know that we all are human. Humans aren't meant to be perfect. But the person we serve is perfect. And with God in us, it's like, we are not perfect. Mm-hmm. Even when we walk with him. But we're like, he's perfect. So like, it's kind of like we can be perfect in that image. But there's no way we can live perfectly.
Sure.
But in that moment, it's like, if we like do as he did, we can be perfect.
So you've modeled this fearlessness.
I wouldn't say modeled it.
You've modeled it. I mean, you have, because you have done this over and over. You've continued to model this fearless, just what the scripture's saying. And so what would you say to someone that has modeled the opposite? Perhaps they've been living in fear and they've been not going for it when they should have, when they felt like there was a opportunity for danger or for something, and they continued to model the wrong thing. What would you tell them?
So I'd say that being spirit-filled helps, because I'm gonna be honest, I feel like some people are spirit-filled, some people are not. But if they both love Jesus, I feel like both can go to heaven. So I feel like, but it really starts with a heart transformation. So I feel that like, if someone is dealing with fear, then start with your walk with Jesus. I feel that like, when it's like a heart transformation. So I know growing up, you hear in children's church about you want to invite Jesus into your heart. I never really understood that. I'm like, I mean, I still believe in him, but like when someone's truly like walking with God, you can see it in their heart, in their fruits. And I feel like that doesn't come without intimacy with the Lord. Like you should want to put aside times that are like, oh, this is going to be a great time, to like, hey, I know it's going to be great, but I know my time with him will be greater. It's like when I tell kids, like, hey, I can give a dang if you guys buy these books, but I'd rather him want to actually like read a book over playing Fortnite.
There you go.
So like, it's kind of like, I'd rather like put my pleasures aside to want to know him. And the more you want to know him and get to know him more, and you invite him into your heart, then you'll see that heart transformation. And at that point, you may start to have the ears to like, and the eyes to like see and hear like, hey, like I kind of am living in fear. Because then I feel like the word hits you differently.
Okay. Well, that's great advice. So the lightning is let up just a little bit. I figured we might walk out there in the rain real quick.
He's just going.
Do you want to say hi? You can put him on speaker.
Hey Stan, you're on the Pawley Island Surf Report. Say hi.
What's up?
Good morning, Haston. How's it going?
It's going great. Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Good morning. We're just getting ready to walk out real quick for about a minute in the rain, and look at the ocean, because nobody's gotten to see the ocean yet, because the lightning has let up just a tad.
There you go.
What are you doing this morning?
Man, getting ready for an awesome day ahead of me.
That's great.
That's awesome. All right, well, I'll let you get back to it.
Okay.
All right.
Love
I'll
you,
see
buddy.
later.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you soon.
All right, we're going to run out there for about 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
And just so everybody can see the ocean, then we're going to run back. Because we haven't had lightning in about a couple minutes here.
Okay.
We also looked at this little radar thing on the truck, and it's looking like it's clearing up, y'all. So we're going to do this real quick. You ready?
Yeah.
We're just going to leave the truck running because we're going to do this really fast.
Okay.
Just so they can see the ocean. Then we're going to sign out, y'all. I hope you enjoyed time with Josh as much as I do. All right. Here we go, y'all.
Hey.
We're at the south end. This is where we're going to start on Sunday morning at 8 o'clock with our prayer walk. So there still is lightning in the area, so we don't want to...
You gotta be lower than the post.
Yes. You're smart. You're smart. There it is, y'all. But look how calm it is to be such a massive storm. Oh yeah. Incredible morning, y'all. All right, Joshua, come on. Not gonna have you get hit on my time. Come over here, my friend. Oh, look at the pelicans, man. Look at the pelicans. They gotta fly by and say hi.
They gotta get Nemo. They're about to. Oh yeah, yeah.
All right, we're gonna turn this thing around and get out of here. Thank you for sharing with us today, Josh, coming out here. It means so much to us. And God bless you. And you say, God keep you, and God help you make His choices today and every day. And one of those choices is to love, right?
Yeah.
Like you were talking about, love without fear.
Yeah.
Everybody have an amazing day. And guess what? We love you.
Yeah,
and we mean it, because we're not afraid of you.
That is true.
Have an incredible day.
See you guys.
It's not just in the head, right, Josh?
No, it's in the heart.
It's in the heart.